Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. In this video, we're going to be talking of how to get started with earning PRJX points. I consider PRJX your entry into Hyper EVM, especially when it comes to taking advantage of the most lucrative yield opportunities on Hyper EVM. It's obvious on the screen that the most lucrative Hyper EVM opportunities are here. For example, you see Hype paired against USDT with APR reaching up to 58%. Now, you can explore many of these opportunities. There's Hype against USDC with 106% APR. Now, this is new KNT. This is the token of Kinetic paired against Hype. And look at that APR, extremely high. Now, this is a good avenue to start earning points on PRJX, especially if you have both tokens. KNTQ was recently airdropped. Some people may have Hype. This is a very lucrative pool. Now, why am I highlighting this? Because a prominent way of earning points on PRJX is liquidity provisioning, and the points you earn is proportional to your fees generated. So, more lucrative pools like this, even if you have small principal, is likely to earn a lot of fees, and as such, earn you more PRJX points. So what are the activities that will earn you PRJX points? According to the documentation, swaps as well as liquidity provisioning. You can also invite others. Now, if you provide your link to others, they will get a 10% boost on their PRGX points earning, same as if you use my invite. My invite will be in the description. It's Web3 Wikis. It will give you 10% boost on your points earnings. So, what is your entry into PRJX? It's using the swap portal. Once you arrive here, connect your wallet. You don't have to worry about where your assets are on because this is multi-chained. So you can swap assets from any chain, any of the chains featured here, including non-EVM chains like Solana, and automatically swap for a token on Hyper EVM. Now, speaking of Hyper EVM, you want to have Hype, which is the gas token of the Hyperliquid ecosystem. So Hype is your gateway token because you use that to pay fees. Then you can easily swap Hype into some other token on Hyper on PRJX. So for example, in the example shown earlier, you will now need TKNTQ and Hype. So of course you can use some of your Hype to swap into KNTQ while leaving a portion of it in Hype if you want to deposit into this liquidity pool here. Now, I'm not going to dwell too much in uh, when it comes to the tutorial of this. This is a summarized video, but assuming you had some, uh, let's see, some after you have swapped, say I have one, no, let's put 100 KNTQ paired against Hype. So you see the distribution ratio 42% KNTQ against 57%. So you see there is a bit of disparity. You would need $14 worth of, assuming your total principal that you want to contribute is 33.42. Let's assume that's all you have. Then you will need to buy slightly more Hype compared to your KNTQ according to this ratio and deposit it here. Now, there are some settings you can implement here if you want to maximize uh, APY, but I will not talk about that. The default is also sufficient. Okay, so let's not complicate matters. Okay, so that's a good start. Once you have deposited LP, your portfolio will showcase that. You will start earning points. Your positions will be shown here. Your fees earned or your APY earned will be shown here, which you can claim. And like I said, using my invite will give you a 10% boost. My invite is Web3 Wikis. It will be featured in the description. But there's another project that I want to highlight very quickly that I use in conjunction with uh, with PRJX. By the way, I'm going to be adding this video as part of a tutorial. So I'm going to have a publication such as this where this video will be part of complete tutorial on how to get started with as many as 200 airdrops. So all the details will be in the description. Okay, so generally I would take my yield from PRJX. So when I've claimed it from here, I would end up with some tokens available in my wallet that I can use deposit into strategies on Hyperbit. Now, why do I like Hyperbit? Because it positions you in one simple action, positions you for multiple air EVM, Hyper EVM airdrops. So, for example, if I choose this, let's choose this Volt, for example. Let me just pick this one. Okay, so by simply depositing into this Volt, which will take most, okay, it's going to take B hype. It will also take W hype. So let's say B hype, for example. I can easily use my yield on PRGX, swap it for B hype. Okay. And then have hype B hype to deposit into this strategy here. Now, if I deposit here, automatically it will be distributed in such a way that you'll be positioning for the HyperFi airdrop, Hyperlend. All these have point system and prospective airdrop, so you'll be earning points associated with them in one click. You will also be earning APY of 1.99%. So you can use this to maximize your airdrop potential without really spending much. By the way, PRGX also have stable coin pools. So you can you can start earning PRJX points using stable pairs. For example, USDC paired against another stable coin such as USDTO. This will keep your principal intact, although the APR is not too high. But you get the gist. There are a bunch of them. But I'll talk of one stable coin pair that I like because it exposes you to another airdrop. So this one, USDTO against THBIL. THBIL is the stable coin powered by Theo, which also has a point system. Okay, so if I deposit into this pool here, these are bonuses, by the way. USDTO, my principal will remain intact. I'll earn PRGX points, but I'll also be earning Theo points as well. So you see, I'm earning points. Okay. Now going back here, uh, if I were to deposit my yield on out of PRGX into this strategy here, this is a delta neutral automated strategy. Depositing here opens a hyper liquid long and short position. So this is automatically putting interactions for you on hyper liquid, thus positioning you for a prospective hyper liquid airdrop, assuming they have another airdrop, which is likely. So anyway, this video has turned out complicated for beginners. You get the gist. Just be explorative here. There are different volts here, each with its own unique value proposition in terms of points, range of projects, variety of hyper event projects that you can earn points from. And that brings us to the end of this video. Like I said, airdrop C should be the destination. You'd find all these resources on there. So airdrop C, yes. So very soon, I'm working on a lot. I mean, you may end up on airdrop C at a later date and not see it look like this. I'm trying to revamp it, but for now, this is how it looks. So you'd find airdrops here categorized based on niches with tutorials on how to get you started. And that's the scope for this video. Ensure that you submit your email here to subscribe to airdrop reminders. Then contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.